Alright, one of my subscribers asked me this morning how did I do this shoe fitting, the rear shoe for the raising of the height for lowering it down. Well, all it is really is an 8mm insert with an 8mm bolt, but on these little lobes here I cut off, and there's four of those lobes, and I cut them off, these little pointy bits here. Then I went through the stock with 3 drills, different sizes, until I got a 10mm drill going through, and then I just hammered in the insert, screwed in the bolt, which is an 8mm bolt, and I found a bit of rubber, so it can act as a rubber foot. That makes it really sturdy, and that's how it's done. But depending on your rifle, I mean, this is a bullpup, and you can see it's hollowed out on the stock, so it's quite easy for me to do that. The other way, if it's a full block of wood sort of thing, you would then have to drill up, say, into the wood quite deep, but you need to get it you need to be straight and in the middle of the wood. Then you can either put a wooded a tap in to tap it out to 8 mil. Then you can put the screw in into that sort of thing, so it can screw in, so you wouldn't even see the bolt end, like so. That would be all hidden in the wood, and so you would tap the thread into the stock, and then place your insert in and just hammer it in, because the outer diameter of that is about 11.5 mil, and if you're just drilling a 10mm hole, it means you've got to hammer that in. You can slightly make the hole a bit bigger, for about 1/2 inch, but not much bigger, because it wants to be a tight fit, and you don't want to put no little screws to hold the collar down, if you understand what I mean. On the bullpup it's quite easy. All I've done was I drilled through. Now I could have drilled through here, or try and go through that hole, but the hole was a little bit too big, and if I drilled it there I wouldn't have enough height here to do this shoe, so that's why I placed mine just here. And in fact, if you're holding the gun up, it doesn't really interfere with your hand, but it's a simple fix in a way of doing the attachment. All it is a 8mm insert with an 8mm bolt. You just got to be careful when you drill it out. If you notice just here, there's some chippings, a little bit of chippings of the wood, but I'm not really worried about that. Some people think, oh, I'm not going to drill into my gun. Now you can do it with plastic stocks as well, but you would have to most probably bond this in with something if it goes into a plastic stock. Well, that's it really. That's all I can tell you. You just got to be careful when you drill. You want to get it virtually as straight as possible, or at an angle, but if you was coming down here, it would have to be at an angle, because your rubber foot will take up the play. You could use if you haven't got one of these kind of rubber things, you could use an ordinary doorstop, a rubber doorstop. So for me, it's an ideal attachment. Very good. I mean, first time using it yesterday, and it was perfect.